Welcome back to the Oneonta Movie Show. Now it's...
Excuse me. Brian, keep on going.
You're supposed to be the host now.
Keep on going.
That's the bit.
Talk, keep on going. Keep on going.
It's
Look at
been a
camera
minute.
2, though, if you think you're so good.
You can't just
Right
railroad it.
Go. Camera 2.
Nope.
Ready? We'll do it together. Now it's a... Read it with me, you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Ready? One, two, three.
Now it's been a minute since our last show, so let's not wait any longer. Roll the intro.
Brian should have did it.
Serious, Austin? You got this.
What happened? What? Are you okay? What happened? Why is Brian mad? Why are you mad? No, I can't do this now. Sorry. All right, so lots happened while we were gone, you know. We got some new trailers and even missed the Oscars. Now, before we get into it, did you guys see anything since last time? How about you?
Yeah, I watched 2 movies over break.
Okay.
The Incredibles 2, finally got around to seeing it.
Oh.
It was okay. And First Reformed, and First Reformed was fantastic. And
I don't know what that is.
What is that?
it was nominated for screenplay, and it's directed by the guy who wrote Taxi Driver, and it's with Ethan Hawke. He's a priest. He's kind of going through like a existential crisis. It's fantastic. I highly recommend you check it out. Yeah.
Oh. Anybody else see that movie?
No.
No? How about you, Cynthia? See anything?
My girlfriend likes to watch music documentaries, so we watched a lot of those while we were sick over break.
Is
So
that including the R. Kelly one? Did you see that one?
No.
No. No.
I
Which ones?
I watched Soaked in Bleach, which is about Kurt Cobain's death not being a suicide.
Allegedly.
It was very interesting. I really enjoyed it.
Did it make sense?
Yes, it made a lot of sense.
What did they say happened to him?
They said that somebody murdered him that wasn't a suicide, and they gave like a bunch of different evidence
Is it on
about
Netflix?
it. Yeah, no, it's Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
So.
You got Prime?
No.
But I also watched Amy, which is about Amy Winehouse, so that
How's
was
that?
very interesting. That's on Netflix. It was really good. I enjoy things about celebrities dying. I don't know, that's weird.
Any documentaries
but
about alive celebrities?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
How about you, Ron?
I saw Alita Battle Angel. It was alright.
What's that?
It's based
Some
off
sci-fi
a manga
thing, yeah.
or something,
Yeah,
or an
you
anime
see
or
the
something.
trailer with like the girl with the big eyes.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's what that
Oh,
was. It's
okay.
like James Cameron's like a super fan of like this 90s cyberpunk anime.
I
which
thought it was
is
Robert
manga,
Rodriguez.
which
Well,
is-
Robert
it
Rodriguez
good?
directed.
yeah.
And James Cameron
because
produced
James Cameron
it. Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
So
James
James-
Cameron's done 5 avatars. That's
yeah,
why,
exactly.
Yeah.
He's got to do
He's too
5.
busy.
So
Yeah.
it was fine.
Really?
It was just an issue with the manga. Like they're trying to fit everything in. And
There's too
it's
much
just,
at once?
yeah, it's just. But it was just a whatever.
Anything else
movie.
you see?
I saw Greta.
How was that?
That was interesting. I didn't know what that was about coming into it, but then it's about an old woman who like pretends to leave her purse on subways, so these young women will come in and she can like trap them in her house in New York City. It was very strange.
Based off a true story?
No, I don't think so. I
Oh.
don't think so.
Brian, what about you? What'd you see?
I guess I finally watched Children of Men recently.
Okay.
Clive Owen.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, but there was kind of so much hype built over it over the years. I was just like, oh, that was a good movie. I wasn't like, whoa. It didn't blow my mind, I guess. It was also such a miserable film, I guess. Just because, I don't know, it was kind of like, oh, this is kind of what we live in, almost. Like, it kind of became pretty true just because of all the current events that, it's not a feel-good movie, I guess, so. But it's good
Man.
for a miserable time.
Wow. That was... Well, I finally saw Black Panther, and I never saw it. It was good. I think it was overrated, but it's good. But, okay, it's time to move on. All right? Good. While we were away, a new trailer for Detective Pikachu was released. Since we already did a trailer discussion for that film, we're not really going to talk about the new one. Instead, the designs for the new Pokemon have been getting very mixed reviews online. Some people say they look great, while others believe that the designs fail into the uncanny valley. So, what do you guys think about the designs? Do you think they're weird or anything? So are you, Ron. I feel like you're a Pokemon fan. I can just tell.
No, I'm not. I've never played Pokemon. I don't even know anything about Pokemon, really.
Okay, how about you? I feel like you know
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I do. Yeah, I know a little bit about Pokemon. I know. I'm excited. It reminds me of Blade Runner, but for Pokemon. But I do like the look of the Pokemon. They have a very it looks cartoony enough, but it also looks realistic at the same time. So I think they have a good blend.
Is it like Who Shot Roger Rabbit? Is it like that?
No.
I think it. I mean, I think it has the. I think the plot-wise, it might have that vibe, but not. It doesn't look like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. It looks very much like a CGI Pikachu, but it's done up in a cartoony way, which I find it.
So you're a Pokemon fan, right? So
Somewhat,
are you gonna see
yeah.
it?
If it gets like awful reviews, I don't know if I'll go see it. Maybe I'll catch it on the internet later. But if
Nah, you should go see
if
it.
it gets
see it,
if it gets like decent to good reviews, I'll
Even if
probably
it's
check
bad.
it out. Yeah.
I'll see it. Just I don't know. Charizard's the best. Brian, what about you?
Uh,
See those designs?
I guess some of them work, and then some of them I guess don't. It's kind of like Pikachu. I guess looks fine. He looks cute.
Because
And
it's
then,
fur.
Yeah, it's fur. And
Yeah,
then
it's
they
the
do
fur.
something like Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's gross.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was a funny bit, but the character itself is gross because it's like a human, but they're not. It's supposed to be a Pokemon.
Well, I feel like they can't make it so realistic, because then people aren't. It's a cartoon, and it's all cartoon cards. I mean, how realistic can you get? They'll look creepy. Like Pikachu is not cute. If they make him realistic, it's probably very creepy. But yeah. Brian, keep going.
There's the one.
I don't know.
There's the duck
No, you're
Pokemon
good.
with the
No, you're good.
sombrero. I thought he looked really weird. It kind of just goes in between like the ones that, like sometimes they go for a cartoony design, and then sometimes they'll go for a more realistic design, like even in the movie. And when they go for the more realistic, I don't like it.
I don't think it falls in the Uncanny Valley only because like Rogue One, Star Wars Rogue One did that when they tried to make Carrie Fisher look like 50 years younger and it looked awful.
I thought it looked okay.
Or they made a what's his name like Grand Moff Tarkin, who they just took a dead guy and tried to make him out of a computer, and it looked awful. So I feel like Uncanny Valley is more so for people, where this is just like they're made up cartoon characters. So I feel like it's not going to look realistic. It's going to look like a CGI character, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily. I like the idea they're going for, so I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So you can't see it?
I'm a pretty, I don't know, mild Pokemon fan.
Oh, really?
Actually. Yeah. I actually think they're really interesting. I always thought that they were cool, so I think it's cool that they're making like a movie. I mean, the premise of the movie seems kind of dumb, but I probably will go see it just because, like,
What is the
I want to
premise?
see like the Pokemon.
His dad's gone or something.
I think the main,
gotta
I think
get
the
him
main,
back.
yeah, I think the main character's dad is he like dies in a car accident, or he thinks he dies in a car accident, and then they live in a world where they, live with Pokemon, and then he's
And
the
people
first.
die in
and-
car
yeah.
accidents.
And he's and he's the first human who can understand Pikachu, and so they go on like an adventure. So yeah, I guess it is like Roger Rabbit,
And
or
Detective
like
Pikachu has
so
amnesia.
I guess
or
Roger
whatever.
Rabbit would be a
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do you feel that Pikachu can talk? Because in the
That
In the
makes
show?
no
he just
sense
goes
to me.
Pika
Pikachu.
Pika.
Imagine they got Ryan Reynolds just to keep saying Pika Pika, Pikachu.
They
That'd be
did
fine.
That'd be
Diesel.
pretty fitting, I guess. They've done that before. I mean, they have Vin
Groot,
Diesel
yeah.
does Groot.
yeah, he
yeah.
does Groot.
Yeah.
Everyone likes Groot.
Pay me $1 million, $10 million to say Groot.
Well, you don't have a Hollywood
I'm a good
clown.
voice. Thanks for making fun of me. I don't care. All right. Listen, don't make fun of me. All right, it's time for a commercial break. Stick around.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Welcome back. Since the Oscars happened while we were away, we're going through a few categories and their winners and talk about it. We agree with the Academy's choice, or rather, we have. Can we start? Can we do that one again?
We can redo it.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that.
we're away
So,
while we're okay.
basically, that list. Do
Yeah,
you
I have
the
it.
list? Okay, so on the list, the underlined ones are the ones that won.
Yeah.
The other ones are the nominees. If you guys want, you can just say if you agree with their choice, if you would prefer to see one of the nominees win it, what you think, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it all the categories or?
I think it's only like 5. Yeah, it's
Okay.
only like the major ones. Yeah.
So there's a glare on my glasses. Can't see shit. All right. Yeah, whatever you want.
Alright. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Since the Oscars happened while we were away, we're gonna go through a couple of the different categories and the winners, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see if we agree or we don't agree with the Academy's choice, and would you rather see something else with that category? So let me just get here. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's go this one. Best Picture. Does anybody know what the best picture is?
Green Book.
Green Book.
I think that's the only category people were gonna remember that
So
one
what
this
do
year.
you? What do you,
No.
Did you like Green Book? I like
I
Green
didn't
Book.
see
I saw it.
Green Book was okay, and it shouldn't have won.
What do you think should have won?
Well, Ron, you saw it.
Definitely
Green
wrong.
Book?
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
either of you see Green Book?
Yeah, I
I
saw
saw
it.
Green Book. I
I
saw
like-
Green Book here.
Yeah, I liked it.
Do you think it deserved it when you went? When you
No.
came out of the theater, you're like, that's best picture.
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't think it was best. I still think A Star Is Born was Best Picture.
No,
No.
100%
What
not.
were the other
100%,
ones? What were the
yes.
other
Ro-
ones?
yeah.
So we got Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star Is Born, and Vice.
Nah.
Black
I
Panther
think
should
the
not have won.
the
Black
Favorite.
Klansman maybe
The
should have won.
The
Yeah.
favorite was
Rhapsody,
The favorite was
No.
fantastic.
good.
I
Probably
will
yeah.
defend Star Is Born. Was the best one.
The only one I felt passionate about was Roma.
Yeah.
When I finished watching it, I was like, that was a movie. The other ones, I was just like, that happened, that existed.
Yeah.
I kind of saw it. Even A Star Is Born. I still liked it, but I wasn't like, oh, best picture.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's been done before, I guess.
You know,
Four
usually
times.
every other year, it's like I like 7 or 8 movies, and the other 2 I don't like. Now it's like the other way around. So like there was only
So
2
what
movies. that
movie do you want?
I really loved The Favorite, and I loved Roma, and I thought either of those should have won. And Vice was also really good. I was surprised by Vice.
Vice was good. I forgot. It's a Dick Cheney movie.
But other than that, yeah, Black Panther was okay. Black Klansman I felt the same way. I was a little like whatever about it. Nobody said that, but you know, Black.
No, I agree. That's why
I like that.
that's why I was like,
I was like, good. That was a good movie, but I didn't think it was amazing. And same with Star Is Born. You know, the plot was so generic, and Bradley Cooper I didn't think was that good.
Bradley Cooper was amazing. What? Did you
No,
hear
he
this?
wasn't.
I
No.
can't even.
I can't even argue with you how this guy directed a great movie and acted in a great movie.
Well, he directed a 3rd remake.
It was.
Oh, that's
A
enough.
movie
Bradley
that's
Cooper
been
playing
done
Sam
3 times
Elliott. And
before.
Sam
Let's
Elliott
tell
was
me,
in the
what's the-
movie.
what?
What's
What about
the story
Sam Elliott?
about-
I said Bradley Cooper was emulating Sam Elliott.
yeah.
And he was just in the
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
anyways.
yeah. Both of them were just like, and I was like, oh, cool. What a cool like that.
Great movie. I don't know about.
Okay, tell me, what's the story of Roma?
Roma, it takes place in the 70s. It's a love letter.
Oh, God.
Love letter to.
The
Do you want
1970s or the 1700s?
No, the 1970s,
Okay.
and,
Yeah,
it, and,
70s,
and,
you know,
it's a maid
17s.
working in Mexico City for a wealthy family.
Okay.
And she finds out she's pregnant, but the husband leaves her, so now she has to,
Yeah,
help.
she's not even married.
She's not even married. Oh yeah, it wasn't even a husband. It was just some guy who impregnated her, and then he just
Does
leaves.
karate.
And she's kind of stuck with this like debate. She's like taking care of this rich family, and they're having problems in their own family because the husband's always away traveling, so they're kind of having marital issues. So she kind of decides to stick to being the maid of this family, but she also is pregnant. So she kind of forms a bond with the wife of the family, the kids. There's also kind of like a political crisis going on
Oh
at the
my
same
God,
time.
it sounds so boring.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
art. It's arty.
Oh, is it? Is it
Yeah.
boring? Okay.
No. Not boring.
It's just a
it's
lot?
it's arty. It's
Yeah, it's
black and
arty.
white. It's got the.
Is that why? That's probably why.
They don't
Black and
perform
white.
on SNL, during the movies. So
Yeah. No. No, I like.
I kind of like that part, to be honest. But Ron, what do you think was the best? Like, why? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. The Favorite. I haven't seen The Favorite yet, but I'm very.
I saw
but
it.
I'm very
Just
excited
because
for
it's
it.
English people in a time period piece, it has to win.
Probably. That's probably. It just looks so good.
guess
I want
shouldn't
to. I
say
want to
that
see
As
it.
a Roma supporter, is in
Yeah.
black and white,
Yeah, right.
and I'm like, all right.
You
I
like
also,
Star Is Born, right?
Oh yes.
Team Star Is Born.
Yes. That's my
That
favorite.
soundtrack was amazing. Lady Gaga was amazing. It was great.
No one
So
believed
tough.
in her. One of the best-selling artists of all time. What an underdog story.
It was just
It's a character, Brian. There's called characters on TV and films.
She sells out
just
immediately.
played herself. She
No,
just
she
played
said that in
herself.
interviews. She's like, Bradley was the one in the room that believed
Okay,
in me.
that's enough. That's enough.
I love that. That was great. It's probably true.
I've
She's in
seen.
The Sopranos. No, it's not your turn to talk.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, fun fact, like Lady Gaga was on The Sopranos, but I was actually in A Star Is Born.
Really?
Yeah, I remember.
I
you saying
was
that.
in.
Is that what you like?
In our
No,
review.
that's not
Just watch our
why.
review of it. She said that.
Oh, really? I did?
Yeah.
No way.
What were you in?
I was in the audience for the SNL part.
How'd you get
I was
that?
actually in it. I'm part of the Born This Way Foundation, so
Okay.
they gave us like a mass email, not a mass email, but like an email to people who usually volunteer with them and said, hey, if you're near the New York City area, they're filming in the studio where SNL is filmed. So I went and they filmed and I saw it and it was really cool.
Was it cool? How long did it take for them to film?
Oh, it took like, it was, you know, like the scene in the movie is pretty short, but we were there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So, best picture, who do you want to the favorite?
Yeah.
Star is Born. I like Green Book a lot, whatever.
Yeah, Roma were the favorite. Yeah.
Roma.
Roma, okay, let's go. Okay, best actor, who won best actor?
Rami Malek for Bohemian
that's bad.
Rhapsody. That is not good.
Nobody had fake teeth.
So we got Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, William Dafoe, Viggo Mortensen.
And what?
Christian Bale was fantastic in Vice, but I will
That was
say,
great.
but no one, I don't know if any of you guys saw Willem Dafoe's movie, At Eternity's
Did
Gate.
not see it.
He played Vincent Van Gogh at the
no, I
very
didn't
end
see
of his life.
Okay.
It is a boring movie, but he
Like
is,
Roma.
but he is fantastic, Willem Dafoe, and I think just for him, I think you guys should go check it out because he is really good. He wasn't going to win because Rami Malek is popular, but
Is that why you think he won?
yes. I didn't think Rami Malek was good. I thought
It was the teeth.
it was the
Was it
team.
It was just being Freddie
think it was-
Mercury or something. It
Yeah.
was just a name
Yeah.
or something.
Hey,
I don't think historical acting is acting.
count?
No, I think it
so.
is if the script is good.
I don't know. I don't
What,
know. 'Cause
emulating
it's just-
someone?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Isn't that what everyone's
Like
everyone's doing?
impersonation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just being like, I'm gonna play as a historical figure because you just got it all set out right there for you.
No, I don't.
I don't know.
The
No, I
talent
don't
is
think
the
so.
ability to recreate it, but I
Yeah.
also
Got a bunch
don't.
of haters on this show.
It's
Yeah.
Ron's the only one hating. Well, I
That's
guess
true.
from that perspective, I think just this Freddie Mercury. There's not much to it. He's like
it's easy.
he's not that interesting of a character. I
That
guess.
movie has so many problems that we can do a whole show on
yeah,
why that
definitely.
movie has problems, but
I like that movie.
I just want to say we tried to do a whole show. Nobody went to go see it.
Hey, I like Bohemian Rhapsody. All right, so who did you want to win?
Who was the,
got
no
William
strong
Dafoe.
candidate for
Out
this
of
for
those
me.
ones?
I'll tell you the
No.
left out Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet should have been nominated for Beautiful Boy, and he was snubbed of everything, and he should have possibly won, but he was not even nominated.
Who?
Timothy
Oh,
Chalamet.
yeah.
He
I
was
thought it was Clementin. I thought that's how you said the last name.
no, not
Yeah.
Clementin.
Clementin or something.
He was snubbed, and I thought he should have at least been nominated. But from the list, Christian Bale 100% should have won for Vice.
Yeah, I guess he got fat.
Yeah, I
so.
think I saw Vice. What do you think about you? Bradley Cooper, right?
See, I
was
think Bradley
nominated?
Cooper did a good job, but I don't think.
It's on my papers. Must be true.
I don't know. I feel I should have seen the other ones. I didn't see any of the other
All right,
ones.
so Bradley Cooper, we'll say who you want.
Let me see that list.
Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper.
I'll just say Viggo Mortensen, even though I don't.
No,
I don't.
He's the king of men.
Yes, he's the king of men. Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
All right. Okay, who do you like?
I'll just go Aragorn.
All right, fine. Here we go. Best actress. Do you know who won the best actress?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
from the
we're
favorite.
done. All right. All right, we
Only
need to take
two
a
categories.
commercial break. All right. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
I just remember
I thought we were cutting that. I was like,
back.
damn, like, I thought that was pretty good. Sorry.
Oh, we are back.
Oh, wow, well, welcome back. All right. We're back now.
More Oscars.
And we're back now. We're bringing back. Oh, we're not. Oh, okay.
Are we not back?
No, we are. But
Okay.
there's no teleprompter. Like,
Hang on.
there's no words. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's alright.
See that
Just be
we're-
like,
we're
alright,
doing
Continuing our Oscar
Well, why
talk.
don't you just move right now? It's on.
No, because that's
it's on
the other
Yeah, that's the
segment.
debate thing. We need
Oh,
to read that.
not doing
There's
okay.
nothing.
Got it, got it,
this,
got it, got
so
it.
Just be like, alright, we're back with more Oscars.
Well, welcome back. All right, we're gonna finish this shit.
Yep.
Don't say that. No.
Okay.
Say it.
I almost cursed in the last part,
I know.
but I didn't.
almost heard you say
I was
the
about
F
to-
word.
I was about to say
I
that.
said bullshit.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Sorry.
Said, "Fuck
I like
Brandon
Bradley
now."
Cooper, just not that.
5, 4, 3.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna continue our discussion. Now we're up to best actress. Anybody know who the best actress was?
The
was from
British
the-
lady.
Oh, Olivia Colman for the
Yeah.
Okay, for
favorite.
the favorite.
Yeah.
All right, it's Glenn Close for the wife.
I haven't seen that.
Lady Gaga.
For playing Lady Gaga.
That was a good one, but yeah, okay. Melissa McCarthy, can you forgive me? And I don't know how to say this word for Roma. You saw
Yalitza Aparicio for Roma.
Damn, good.
She was great.
I'll back that one since that was the only one I saw. Roma? I guess I saw Stars Born, but Roma, yeah, she was good in that.
She was very good for a
good
no-name.
yeah.
She was pretty good. She wasn't. It was very relatable, her performance.
It felt very real.
It just felt very real and raw, and I think that's something that I liked about her performance. But Olivia Colman, that was one of the awards of that night that I actually agreed with, and I was happy to see her win. She was fantastic.
She was my
She was
favorite.
really
Yeah.
good.
Get it?
Boom.
All right, Brian. All right, Brian. What do you?
I choose. I'm just gonna say the Roma lady.
Okay.
Just because
call,
kind of
good
the
call.
same thing. I don't know. Just because I feel like Best Actress, you want someone that brings something new, and she did, and it really stood out compared to everyone else because of how I guess like untrained but still like good her performance was. That I would have given it
Well,
to
she
her.
had no training.
I mean, she was a no-name. She hasn't.
Yeah,
I
she
think this is
hasn't-
the
she-
only movie she's been in.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
she's not
big,
like
big lead.
She was the main character. Yeah,
Whoa.
she was the heart and soul of that movie. Like
Yeah.
without her, if she didn't work, that movie would not have worked. But she was fantastic in it. Yeah. So.
Whoa.
I don't even know what the wife is.
How about you,
I
Ryan?
don't know if
That was a good movie.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. But
How about you, Cynthia? Stars Born? Lady Gaga?
well, I
I'll
mean,
go with you for
I'll
that.
always say Lady Gaga deserves everything ever. But I actually really.
the
she's got
water,
it.
the food, the air.
But I did think Olivia Colman was really good in the
I think
favorite.
so.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
100%.
I'll back Roma because that was the only one I saw.
At least you saw a good one.
No, it
Yeah,
was
it's like
good.
you saw
I'm
Bohemian
not saying
Rhapsody.
it's the only
I
one
only
I
saw
saw,
Black
but
Panther.
it's good.
We're gonna go to Best Animated Feature. So anybody remember? Anybody know?
Yeah,
who
it was
won?
Spider-Verse
Spider-Man.
one, right?
Into the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, yes. And then we got Rap Race Internet.
Isle of Dogs.
Mariah, yeah,
Dogs.
Mariah, I think is how
And
you.
Incredibles 2.
Right?
Incredibles 2 was okay. Like the first one is like
It was
near
bad.
perfect for me. So like to see Incredibles 2 just go, eh. But yeah, Spider-Verse was. As soon as I walked out theater, I was like, that's winning.
Dang, I
animated
didn't see
feature.
any of these movies.
Yeah.
Can't speak. Man!
Isle of Dogs was
I
alright.
didn't see it.
I don't think
No,
I wouldn't.
Scoopy Nelson likes that movie.
Yeah, I'm a Wes Anderson guy, but I still like it's one of his weaker films. So
Is
I'm
it?
Yeah.
Why is it
Okay.
weaker?
Okay.
we've been there so many times with Wes Anderson style.
Yes, that's the problem. He makes
hasn't
the same movie.
It's Quentin Tarantino and Wes Anderson, like two directors I really liked in the 2000s, and they're making the same movie
after you
over and
watch-
over
yeah.
again. It's like I wonder if this is
Fair
gonna be
enough,
quirky,
fair enough,
and
See,
then it
Star
was.
Wars Born.
What?
See, Star Wars Born.
The Stars Born, they just
No,
took
it's
the
not.
same
Problem is
plot.
that
Yeah.
it's not animated.
Yeah.
But so I feel Into the Spider-Verse, just I didn't see it, but just from the animation standpoint, I thought it looked so interesting that I'm alright with
yeah,
it. winning.
even-
It's
I'm the
Spider-Man.
same way.
Of course.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it, but
What about you? What's your favorite? What's the best animated feature?
me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you didn't say a name.
I
so-
said Sin.
Oh, hello. I thought, yeah, Spider-Man has it for me. Ralph Breaks the Internet, I didn't really like it that much. Incredibles 2, I liked, but I feel like Spider-Man, the animation was so new looking, like
It did. It looked pretty
different. So I am okay. I'm okay
Cool.
with
How about you?
that.
I'll do Spider-Man also.
So we all say Spider-Man should have you on that?
100%,
Wow, we
yeah.
actually agree on something. Shocker. All right, best visual effects. Avenger.
Yeah, First Man, 100%. I'm
Can I
sorry.
see
Oh
it?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Best visual effect. Who won that one?
First Man.
All right, good job.
won?
We had
Yeah.
Avengers, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo, A Star Wars Story.
I'm just gonna say with Christopher Robin, you really felt like Winnie Pooh was there with you.
Listen, it was. That was such a good movie.
I didn't see it.
I like Christopher
You're
Robin.
kidding, it's good?
I'm not. I really
You're actually
liked
being
it.
genuine.
Yes.
Yeah, but for the
it
best
was-
visual
looked
effect,
kinda
they had to do
creepy.
like one thing. They had to make a good Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
They did.
No, first
It looked so good.
Did it look real?
Yeah, it
Was
looked
the Pokemon
awesome.
real?
No, it looked like.
I looked
liked
like a
it.
doll, right?
Yeah, but it looked like like old Winnie the Pooh, which I liked. But
You like Winnie
it
the
was
Pooh?
just so good. I just liked Christopher Robin a lot. I don't know about this award, but that movie was so good.
I didn't see any of them.
All right, well, you're talking about First
wait,
Man.
Yeah, First Man was
Bad host.
First Man was one of my favorite movies of the year, and I thought I was so happy when it
What
won
was
visual
it?
effects because it's
Ryan
about
Gosling in space.
Ryan Gosling. He plays Neil Armstrong.
that plays
so,
Lance
That's what.
Armstrong.
Yeah, I didn't. watch it
but
'cause
no,
of that.
I think the reason why it won, because everyone was made out Infinity War didn't win. I think the reason why it didn't win was because there's a fine line between the special effects and the non-special effects in Infinity War. Like you can tell that's a special effect, that isn't one, that is. First Man, it was very hard to see what was real, what was a set, what was a green screen, and it kind of like combined everything seamlessly, and it was very interesting in First Man because I couldn't tell what was a
What
green
was, it was like practical versus.
yeah, I couldn't tell
okay.
what they built, what they didn't build, what was a green screen, what was actually, shot on set, what was shot in. So, I understand why First Man won.
I guess people misinterpret that category as like best CGI.
Because if you go back through
when
the
it
years,
shouldn't
if you
be,
go back
yeah.
through the years, it's movies like that. Like last year was Blade Runner. No, and then 2 years ago I think it was like Ex Machina. It's movies that you can't tell what the effect is and what isn't the effect. So that's kind of why First Man
I
won.
mean, Avengers Infinity War should not have one. I don't know why people were saying that. I mean,
people are mad,
it has a
yeah.
budget
Yeah.
that shows, but I'm not like, it's not, like that is interesting when it's what's real, what's not.
Yeah.
You know Robert Downey Jr. is talking to no one
Yeah,
on set.
exactly,
He's just
yeah.
yelling at
Yeah.
like Brolin in like a green
doesn't
suit
feel-
or
it doesn't
something.
feel like
Yeah,
real,
You never,
yeah.
it never
Yeah.
tricks you or anything.
And Ready Player One was hot garbage. So,
Oh, that
yeah.
was nominated.
Yeah, how
They should have
bad?
won. They had Battletoads in the movie.
How
so-
bad was Ready Player One?
Oh, it was a dumpster fire, Ready Player One. Yeah, it was Spielberg at his worst. Like, I could not have, I hated Ready Player
Spielberg
One.
is Spielberg.
Yeah.
No, come on, you're that guy. That
He
was very
made
good.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Spielberg is great, but Ready Player One was not.
Not anymore.
How about you? Yeah. You like Steven Spielberg?
Do you think
I'm
Steven
indifferent.
Spielberg should have won the best Steven Spielberg award?
That's
one for Gremlins.
The best Steven Spielberg award.
Yeah.
Okay, don't keep on going. Okay, all right. So
Best editing?
the Oscar.
Bohemian
Not Bohemian
Rhapsody?
Rhapsody, no.
Yes.
No.
I
Yeah. Oh,
What?
okay.
I thought
All
we were
right.
good
I
for
thought I
time.
would- All right. So that's all we have for today. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back same time, same people next week. See ya.
Same Matt play.